The clock is ticking on a real problem in this country. We have a deficit that is growing larger every year. The government is spending $1 trillion more than it takes in. We need to solve that problem. Join Les Winston and Peter Mendez and learn about Social Secharity. Visit socialsecharity.org right now and find out why it's important for you to do some planning now to figure out how to solve this problem by using charitable resources. That's socialsecharity.org. Now, here's Les Winston.
Welcome to the Endow America Network. We're here today to discuss Social Secharity. 2020 to 2030 should be the decade to endow America using Social Secharity, the next generation's Social Security. My co-host on the program is Peter Mendez. Peter is the president of First SOS Staffing, and he's local here in Fort Lauderdale, but he's a very important part of our presentation every week.
Well, it's a pleasure to be here and join you, Les, on this initiative that is critical to the well-being, the financial well-being of our country, socialsecharity.org. I urge you to go onto the website, socialsecharity.org, and become a subscribe, become a contributor if possible.
Good morning, Peter.
Good morning, Les. It's great to be here.
Yes, it is. It's great to be anywhere. We've got a lot going on in the country today, particularly this day, but we want to talk a little bit about a theme overall, which is to make 2020 to 2030 the decade to endow America using Social Secharity, the next generation's Social Security. And that is a pretty long theme, but it's a very important theme. And we've established on our website, socialsecharity.org, the premise that we want to change the way services are provided and reduce the burden on government by increasing the charitable wealth in the country and using Social Secharity devices to do that. So I know that you have heard this many times, and I value your esteemed opinion about what we are doing. So I'd like to hear it from your perspective, where you see Social Secharity going, and do you think it'll be a successful venture?
Well, I was very taken by a phrase that you used when you were describing this a couple months back, and that was the phrase laboratory of democracy. That in essence, the ability for communities to be able to meet the needs of the individual is the ideal demonstration of democracy, and that in turn that the individual supports that community. It's a much more effective way than to rely on an Uncle Sam from the far yonder. And for those reasons, I believe that Social Secharity is the most timely instrument for the next decade to come.
Did I really say that about democracy? I don't remember that.
You did. It's a good line, isn't it?
It's great. Yeah. So did I say that? Anyway, so they created that section of the tax code, which actually created Social Secharity. And that section that most people don't really know about, Section 664. We'd like to get them to understand that that is a section they should be familiar with, just as they are with 401k or 529. Those are sections of the tax code, but most people know about those already. We want to get them to be aware of 664. So we've called that now Social Secharity. When people get to the website, and now that you're here at the website, you're hearing this presentation, you need to look at the animation that's been created that really highlights Uncle Sam's problem, and then subscribe to the website by giving us, subscribe for free, by giving us your email address and your zip code, and then you'll have an opportunity to see the presentation that we've been talking about, which is the reason for Social Security's use and existence in the current financial world that we're in today. And then once you've done that, we also would like you to become a contributor. As a contributor, you'll have full access to the entire website. You'll be able to see everything that we've put up that has to do with these devices, the Social Secharity devices of charitable remainder trust, pooled income funds, charitable gift annuities, how they're used. And then also you'll find the Council of Professional Philanthropic Advisors. Those are the folks that know how to do this for the public. And this is for everyone. This is not just a a thing that the ultra wealthy need to be aware of. It's something that everybody needs to be aware of, especially if you're an involuntary philanthropist, a taxpayer. And if you want to change the way you pay your taxes, and you want to change the amount that you pay, and you want to use it for better purposes than maybe you think government uses it for, you have the right and privilege to do that. And that's what we want to educate the public about on this website. So welcome to the website, and welcome to Endow America Network. And again, my host, Peter, your involvement, Peter is the president of First SOS Staffing, which is a local company here, but he's very much involved in this process because he follows the tenets of that in his life. He's community service oriented, and so I'm very proud to have you on our co-host for this program.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much. It's been my privilege.